Good morning, students. In this lecture, we are going to discuss about switch statement in C language. First, what is switch? Right? Switch is multi-way decision control structure. Multi-way decision control structure. So this is multi-way decision control structure. Right? How we are going to do? We'll see. It allows you to execute one block of code among many options. So one block of code execute one block of code among many options. One block of code among many options based on the value and expression, value of an expression. One expression is evaluated and then the result is going to give now which block is going to be executed. Here the syntax of switch is, here the keyword is switch. Keyword is switch, where we are having now that expression. This expression is evaluated, then the evaluation result should be either integer or character. So if you are having that integer, then the integer constant, if that constant is constant 1, then it will execute this set of statement. After completion of this block, we have to give break. Then only it will come out of that switch block, right? The total switches come out, right? Or otherwise, what it will do now, it will continue that second case, and even though it's not case 2, it will execute that case 2. So after completing that case, at the end, you have to give break, right? Constant 1. If the result is constant 1, it will execute this block. If the expression is constant 2 value, then it will execute the second one. Like we are having now any number of constant, we can give now, there is no limitation, we can have now. Final, if you want, then we can have now the default part. The default part is, if any one of the case statement is not in the expression result, then the final is default. So the default statement will execute, right? If any one of the cases is executed, then because of the break, it will come out of the switch statement. If the result is constant 3, this block will execute and it will come out of the case, right? If all cases not blocks, not the result, then it will come to default, then it will execute default, then come to the end part. Right. So how it is work now, then here you will see. The expression is inside switch is evaluated first. First the expression is evaluated only once. Then the result compare with the case constant. Then match any one of the case may be match, maybe match, and then it will execute the corresponding block. Then you have to give no break statement, stop the execution and exit the switch. If no match is found, then the default case will be executed. Now by symbol flow chart, it explain now. Here switch, the expression is evaluated. Case 1 means the case 1 will execute, case 2, case 3 up to case n, then execute case block n, right? If it is not there, then it will come to the default part, and the default part is execute and complete. Right? Simple example here we are having now, then you have to get one choice, right? So here we are having enter 1, 2, 3 choice. So here we are entering that value. Here we are getting now that value. Scan up. So we are getting now the choice, right? If you are typing 1, then it will execute this block. If you are typing 2, it will execute second block. If you are typing 3, it will execute third block. It will execute that block. 1, 2, 3, and default is invalid choice. So we are entering now the corresponding value. So you are entering that value 2 here. That output you are entering that value 2. Now it will print 2 because the case is 2. Now another example, we are having a calculator. So addition, subtraction, multiplication. if you are to know, right? Then we can use that operator. So you have to type the what operation you have to do. Add operation, subtract operation, multiplication operation, division operation. So which operations you are having now, right? So that operation is a character. So you are typing now plus. Then it will do add operation. If minus, it will do subtraction operation, star, then multiplication, slashes, division, right? You are getting two values, A and B. Then already we are having what operation? Add operation means you are typing plus and then you are giving that value 10, 20. Right? Then we are having now it will execute in that switch off that operator we are giving now plus. So this case is comes under. So it will give now sum equal to A plus beta. Right? Then once again, then if you are executing, if you are giving the typing minus and you are giving that value 40, 30, now it will execute the second case because of that minus. It will execute the second case and it will give now the difference between these two values. Then if you are typing star, then it will do multiplication operation. Then if you are having slash, then it will give the quotient operation we are getting, right? The default is we are having the operator is not valid or something, invalid operator. Then another one example, day of a week, right? So 1 to 7, you are clicking now. You are typing some value 1 to 7. The corresponding day is going to be print, right? 1, Sunday. The weekly one, first day is Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. So that value, the corresponding is 1 to 7. Then if you are giving some other value, then this is invalid day number. So day number you have to give now between 1 to 7. Then the corresponding statement, if you are giving 3, then the Tuesday will print. Then after printing, you are giving now the break, right? If you are not giving the break, then it will continue to execute the statement. And here not break, here not break means then it will continuously execute the Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. So you have to be careful with the after completing the block, you have to give break statement. Right. Next, the break statement is terminate the case to exit the statement, right? The break statement is used for complete the case and exit the switch. If without break, it will continuously execute, right? So here you see this one. Here we are having the without break. So here, if you are giving that value 2, then it will print 2 and also 3 because there is no break in between. So here you don't have a break. So it will print now 2 and 3. So you have to be careful with, then you have to put that one more statement here, break. Yeah, here also you have to give, if you want, you give now here break statement, right? Then only it will give proper result. The nested switch. Within switch we can have another switch. There is no restriction, right? So in the case itself, within that case one, we are having another switch where we can have now some cases. So here switch P, then here we can have now some other statement, case 2 or case 1, like case 3, and we can have now the same statement. We can have the within the switch, we can have another switch. So inner switch, we can have now. There is no restriction. Any number of inner switch is possible. Here some rules. The switches, the result should be integer or character, right? The duplicate case constant is not allowed, right? So here we are having case 1 in one. Another one also, if you are giving case 1, it's not allowed. So this is case 1 as 1 plan, right? Then this case 1 is not allowed. And the value must be constant or literal. Default is optional. Default, if you are having, then you can write it. Otherwise, you need no need to write the default. Execution starts from the match case, right? So case match we are having now. Then we have to go for execution. Break is optional, right? So here this break is optional, but you have to give now the break for proper result. The nested switch is allowed, right? So what's the difference between switch and if then else statement? So the type of condition, right? The if then else statement is Boolean expression. Boolean expression. Then we can have that value integer, float, character, etc. Right? Here constant expression, the result should be integer and character only. Range checking, suitable for range checking. Here we are having the fixed value, and then here readability, less for many options, right? So here we are having many options. We are having much more, right? So in that switch, we are having easily find out the case. Fall through not applicable. Possible if no break, right? If no break, then it will go for continuously executing. Then another example. Here we are having that grade, right? So enter a grade A or B or C, D, right? So the corresponding grade we are giving now the value excellent, very good, good, fair, and pass and fail. We are having that grade. Month. So here we are having now enter the month case, right? So here we are having now month. We are having case 1, case 3, case 2, case nothing is there, right? Now we are having now the case 8, 9, 8 and 10, 12. So here we are having now print 31 days. If you are having now the number of days in the month, right? So here you have to print 1, 3, 5, 7. Here you have to print 30 days. Print 30 days. 30 days, 31 days, 18 also 31 days, right? So sorry. Here we are having now 31 days. So for the month of, so here we are having now January, March, May, July, August, October, December. For this month, we are having the number of days is 60, 30, right? Then we are having, other than that, we are having 30 days. So we can have now that all cases combined together and we can have it that days. This is also possible. Then you have to give now break. Here, April, June, August, September, April, July, September, and November. 30 days. Then February, right? So here we are on case 2, February 28 or 29 days. So if you are having leaf year, 29 days. Other than that, we are having 28 days. So other than that value, invalid month. So 1 to 12 only the month. Right? So here you no need of that. So here we have to consider we are having a keyword used now. Switch, then case, then we want to have that break and then default also. So only that 4 is related. You have to take care about. We can stop here. We will continue by another lecture.